Move on to this year's final GSL Code S final, Season 3. In the upper right, in the green,
GSL Green Wings Cure.
and in the red, in the bottom right, he is
SK Telecom T1 Innovation.
So first things first, we're at vertical spawns. So that means that drops, banshees, early aggression, even aggression by ground, timing attacks like we've seen Innovation do, all get a lot stronger at these positions versus cross spawns.
Man, I am so surprised this actually did go to the 7th game.
Yeah. I've been,
this has been probably the best semifinals we've ever had in the GSL. Wednesday's games and today's games, Friday's games, have been completely off the hook.
They've been just really shattering even how I look at a best of 7. For example, my sister is visiting in Seoul right now, just watching some StarCraft here and there, and I told her, that going to the previous best of 7, I was like, it's very unlikely we'll go to the 7th game, and then looking at this one as well.
Yeah, well, statistically,
and she's like, are you lying to me? I'm like, no, this just does not happen.
Yeah, statistically, in a best of 7, especially in professional StarCraft, you don't normally go to the 7th game.
It's just usually one player's skill.
Usually it's 5 games or 6 games.
Yeah, one person's skills just starts to show a little bit, bit faster.
One player starts to adapt too. In a best of 3, anything can happen. But eventually, if you have to play this many games together, even if you're winning, the other player is going to be making alterations in his build and how he's playing. So this is so cool. Also, all 4 of the players we had here in the semifinals, totally different play styles, totally different stories.
Now, 6 out of 7 games, Innovation has gone gas first. This makes the 6th. He's doing it again. And
not too surprising. I did not think he was going to cheese or do anything weird.
Yeah, especially
after
on this map.
Yeah, of all maps.
Second gas going down now. The Reaper's coming out. And wants to get that scouting information because he goes gas first, but he's not super aggressive with it. He's like trying to rush out safety. He's rushing out these Reapers. He's rushing out the Ravens with those gas firsts. So let's see what Kira decides to do. You can see his factory is much further behind right now. Innovation will be adding that starport right now. And the tech lab shortly afterwards.
Okay. Again, like the other games we've casted with these 2 guys, the beginning part of the game, usually pretty passive. We have to wait for starport tech units usually to come out before anything occurs. Both players playing very safe, really showing us they're confident in their late game.
Yeah.
Nobody's really trying to pull a fast one on anybody here. The Reaper's driven out. The Reaper did not see anything, by the way, beyond the 2 Marines there.
And usually when Innovation gets this information, the information of, okay, I can't really see what you're doing, he usually goes Raven after a Viking. He gets the Viking first, just to make sure it's out in case it's like a really fast Banshee. Then he gets the Raven out for safety. And it lines up with his gas a little bit better that way, too. He's going to do the lip jump here, and actually will get into the base. And sees everything.
Okay, he saw the starport lifting. He's going to loop around here and attempt to get out.
Should get out, I think.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
So with that scout, he's probably thinking, okay, you're also going defensive Ravens, but knowing Innovation, he's just
nice job there with the Hellion. He actually ran up there. He saw the command center as well.
And that definitely lets him know, okay, you're going Raven.
Notice that a cloak was canceled. He was upgrading cloak, and then he saw that Raven and just shut it off. So Kure is trying to just mix up his builds. Even though Innovation's very good at spotting him, Kira is going to change whatever he's doing every time he gets seen. Now there's another scout coming up here. This is the Viking. And the Viking could end up coming up here and getting the Raven, which is about to pop out.
Oop, 2 hit points left on that Widow Mine.
Oh! Whoa!
He tried to kill his own Reaper
the idea
to kill
was
it.
cool.
Still not able to get that Widow Mine.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I actually thought he should at least try to attack that on one of his Hellions again or something to get rid of it. It has 2 HP.
Yeah, he lost.
I'm actually confused about how that didn't even get killed there.
Yeah, that's. I don't even know, Tasos. I have no answer for you.
Well,
Well, triple CC here for Cure. Both of these guys really sticking to their guns and their styles throughout the series, which is kind of rare. You usually see a big adaptation. But this is, again, a mirror matchup. So
well, look at this, man. Innovation's going for a really quick third CC.
Yeah,
out in the open. I think he's probably confident that, you know, with that Widow Mine put there, controlling the low ground here, of course his opponent is not going to be able to come down here and get his third base.
Yeah, he's like...
Pretty bold move here from Innovation, but this could pay off hugely.
I think it will, because not only is his third on the low ground, but his natural is. And on this map, I said it earlier, but there's 2 secondary ramps. Or rather, the secondary ramp is at your third, not your natural, you know?
Yeah.
So you have your third base contained by a ramp. If you can control that high ground, and you've got enough defense in your main base, it's going to be really hard for your opponent to break that. So on this map of all maps is the map for Innovation to be doing this on, to switch up his style and get that greedy third this time. You can see he's powering up those factories just like usual. Probably going to see that Blue Flame upgrade in just a second come down as well. And I'm liking Innovation's position in this game so far.
Yeah, Innovation is looking so good. Once again here, Cure is going to go for Bio, and again, Innovation goes for the mech. This series is going to end just like it started. The 2 different tech paths clashing.
Yeah. Let's see how he decides to do it.
Well, we've seen with Innovation, we saw a lot of 2-base pushing with mech. This is not going to be one of those games. I think Innovation, no matter what, gets a little bit of a lead here with the tech choice simply because he got the third base up quicker than Cure got the... well, first of all, Cure doesn't even have a third base up, but Innovation just got his up first. Normally, you'll see the Bio player get his third base up more quickly because, first of all, the Bio player is supposed to have map control, usually. Although I think a lot of this goes back to Innovation's really good scouting and really good opening. But the fact that he doesn't have that means Innovation, as long as he can defend drops, fine. He should just have more.
Yeah.
And he could potentially punish punish Cure if Cure decides to take a third base of his own, which it looks like he's doing right now. We just saw the command center float down that direction.
It's just so late. It's so delayed.
Yeah.
Innovation's got such a mining advantage over him because of this. So much better saturation. And you know, he's got control of the map with these Blue Flame Hellions for now. He's got... You know, arguably the better tech for defending a base like this. You know, I would say, you know, he's got a mech army that's going to be able to hold these bases pretty tight. I don't see Cure getting in there anytime soon to do damage.
Yeah, well, he's also got this nice little Air Force here at the bottom right to try to catch anything that does come in there. We don't have any action, though, at all here as far as medevacs go for Cure. Now, Cure is still a little bit behind. That's a little bit alarming, by the way, when the mech player is going to max out quicker than you.
Yeah, it's never good. You always want to have this overwhelming bio force to support your tanks when you're up against mech if you're not meching.
It looks like we're going to have the push come out here now. There's the Air Force.
Yeah, this is such a smart style by Innovation. It's like he's building like a house that's just got a strong foundation. It starts with getting those air units out to deny drops. Then those air units protect his medevacs, which then are used to drop Hellbats on his opponent's bio. His process just kind of goes forward very nicely. Everything links up together from the start to the finish. He doesn't have his medevacs ready yet, but he can get this watchtower controlled and have that extra air vision with those Vikings to hit the siege tank shots first and just control the map.
I think we're going to have an engagement here right now. Now, notice one player has the watchtower, the other one doesn't.
Oh, no,
oh, my God. Yeah. This is really bad. One tank goes down.
And now we can chase with the Blue Flame Hellions on top of those Marines. So much AoE damage being done here.
Yeah, that could not have been nicer, that little spray there.
You know what? I feel like
here, and he already sees, oh, my God, that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tanks now coming up.
I feel like he sieged late on purpose, too, so that the units would be as close as possible to the watchtower when he got his first volley off, so he can maximize the damage.
As you can see, he's going to keep moving up here now.
Yeah, he's got to be careful not to move too far forward, though.
Yeah, he's going to, well, hold on. He can actually send the Hellions up here like this. They can start to tank.
Auto turrets can tank, too, and do a little bit of extra damage here.
Oh, my God, none of those tanks died. Are you kidding me? What?
Yeah, I think that was a bit too overzealous there, walking into that arc.
Wow, okay, well, there was a big mistake there by Innovation. And these SCVs are going to come down and repair as if the damage never even happened. Innovation now having to back up, go back to his third base. Meanwhile, Cure, despite being in a deficit early on there, has managed to recuperate. Now, it's scary if Cure loses tanks, but it's even worse for Innovation to lose tanks.
Yeah.
Because tanks are basically all he has. He has these Hellions that are there to get in the way while his tanks do damage. Yes, the Hellbat's obviously very important too if he's going to drop on them. But Cure can still win if his tanks are gunned down. He can keep pumping out his own tanks and then getting a big bio ball. But Innovation, he's got to be very careful. Mech is strong, guys, but it's incredibly unforgiving when it comes to battles. If you lose a few battles, you're done. Sometimes even just one battle you lose the entire game.
It's very true.
And see the spread here? This is what you want to do against one of these mech players.
Yeah, we've been seeing Cure do this pretty well in all of the games he's been playing today. It's just always got these arcs. Whereas Innovation is trying to come in almost like a fist, trying to
he wants this big ball of siege tanks that siege up and obliterate everything, and then he can unsiege and move forward. But having them spread out like this means it's lots of tank volleys that are going to be hitting this, by the way, bunched up clump of mech units for Innovation. And, when you have that much splash damage happening in a small space, it's a strong way to take it out. Not to mention with the Marines and Marauders spread out in an arc like this, if that big death ball of mech does come up for Innovation, he can stem and surround it from, in some cases like 180 degrees.
Yeah,
it's hitting
essentially.
so hard, and then the siege tanks are just nowhere near as useful.
He's finally got these medevacs out now, so he could start using those to drop on top of units. That's really important. That's one of the key points of his army. That's really part of the strength of it, is that he's got these flying units that could just fly in at massive, high speed velocity, dropping these AoE dealers on top of these tanks, on top of this bio, on top of these light units before he has a full Marauder max, because he just simply doesn't right now. He's still got a lot of lingering Marines from earlier. And I think is he just going to straight up hard engage this? I think that might be a mistake. I think it's better to swing around the side.
I think he is going to do it. They're both maxed out. We have Innovation actually going around to the left, but a counterattack here from Cure.
A lot of these units are
very
missing.
Scary.
This is really scary, Taste. This has got all these bio forces here, but the Hellbats are dropped right on top of them, and this siege tank line is easily broken. The question is Cure doing enough damage over here? I don't think so.
Cure's counterattack, though. I mean, he is hitting the second base. He could go for the third after this. I believe there's even some siege tanks there hitting the workers over at the third base. There they are now.
Well, it's all about...
But Innovation has got so much. He's going to keep pushing forward here.
Look at how much bigger his army is.
We're going to be in a potential base trade here.
His army is so much bigger right now, and he's just plowing through these units, forcing these lifts, doing these big siege ups, and he is moving forward right now, knocking those SCVs into the sky, Tasis. His army's coming back. Maybe he can sandwich.
This is really bad right now. There's so many units now coming into the heart of Cure's base.
He needs to
Cure's
sandwich.
now turning around.
He's hesitating a bit here. He needs to try to sandwich these units. That's his only hope here. He's trying to hang in there. Really good position here for Innovation. He's just so patient with this. It's a lot of Vikings here. He can also land on the fight if he needs to. And here we go. Here comes that sandwich.
And there is the point defense drone thrown down right now.
There's just not enough.
The bottom army is obliterated. Innovation's closing in.
Looks like he's going to be our finalist.
Well, hold that thought, though. He does not have a lot of income, so he has to make it work with these few units. Meanwhile, the bankroll here for Cure is huge.
He just doesn't have the time. He needs more time, and Innovation's not going to give it to him. GG.
GG. Innovation is your winner. He wins 4-3. Mech beats Bio today here in the Terran meta with the two best Terran players in the whole world.
And now we're going to have two SK Telecom players in our grand finals. Sue versus Innovation. Their finals has been determined. Cure will not be a Royal Roader. He missed his chance, but a very solid run through this tournament.
He will not be a Royal Roader. He will never be a Royal Roader because now he's participated in a GSL. And once you participated in one GSL Codes and you didn't win it, you can't be a Royal Roader. But Innovation is now here in the finals against Sue. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable.
An amazing finals, and I am really excited for it. But on one last note about Cure, I feel like he had a great run through this tournament.
Sure, he
nearly a Royal Roader, nearly a GSL finalist in his first run. Very impressive. Playing against one of our big GSL greats in Innovation, and being one win away from taking that final spot away from him.
Wow, guys, Innovation is back again. He was always here, but now he's here bigger and stronger than ever before. And this is going to be Such a fantastic finals.
It really will
Sue
be.
against Innovation, are you kidding me? For the final GSL Code S of the year? That's so good. That's so sick.
And no Protoss in the finals. It's a TVZ like old times. I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling really good.
It's really good.
So let's take a look at our results today.
Wow, back and forth here. Win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. Barely Innovation ekes out a 4-3 victory against Cure.
Yeah, like literally this is the dream graph here for results where every game the winner changes. It's tied up every even set.
Crazy, man.
This just does not happen.
Yeah, and our other semifinals was just as good. So guys, it's Innovation now on SK Telecom T1 going on to the finals here to face off against the 4-time finalist, Sue.
This is going to be a sick finals, Tasis. Notice just on an SK Telecom T1 note, there have been 5 finalists from SKT since Heart of the Storm.
Well, that's the best StarCraft II team in the whole world. There
Definitely.
you go.
5 out of 7, man.
Pretty crazy.
That's a very impressive team right there going into the next season of Pro League. A great pickup Innovation. And here we go. It's going to be on Saturday the 4th at 6 p.m. Korean Standard Time here at the studio. So be there or be square.
Yeah, get your ass down to the studio, person watching at home or people watching at home.
You still got time to buy a plane ticket if you want to fly down here.
Hurry. Go right now. Open it up on your second tab. Get that ticket. Come down here. The studio gets really crazy in the finals. Totally fills up.
Super packed. A lot of excited fans. Really high energy. Absolutely be there. It's going to be a great show.
Do the right thing. Come down here. And if you can't, I'm sorry, but then you at least have to tune in here online.
And spread the word to your friends.
Saturday, 6 p.m. Korean Standard Time. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Don't miss out. For Wolf and myself, we love you guys. Good night.